Let's discuss how binding energy can be calculated from XPS spectra. These are the famous equations for binding energy calculation. If we look into the XPS spectrum, an x-axis binding energy is there. So it plays a crucial role in XPS analysis. We will use these famous equations to calculate binding energy from XPS spectra. So this is known energy from X-ray source, this is the kinetic energy from photoelectron, and this is work function of the spectrometer. This is the calculated binding energy, and we will compare this energy with the binding energy table, and we will determine the elements present in the sample. Let's discuss how to measure binding energy in XPS analysis, how to calculate, how to determine binding energy. If we look into the XPS spectrum, on x-axis there is a binding energy. So it's very important in XPS analysis. This is a famous equation in X-ray Photoelectron Spectroscopy. In XPS, we simply bombard X-ray of known energy. So this means that in this equation, this X-ray energy is known. We use two type of sources in X-ray. One is aluminum and one is magnesium, and both are known energy. Now, when this X-ray of certain energy bombard the core electrons, so these electrons escape from the sample, and these electrons are called basically photoelectrons. Now, these electrons are moving, so they have kinetic energies. And what XPS is basically doing, there is a detector, the XPS detector detect the kinetic energies of these electrons. So this is basically the kinetic energy of these electrons here. And this is the work function. This is the additional energy required for the spectrometer to take the electrons from spectrometer surface. And somehow it is, this is a constant value, and it is equivalent to 4.6 electron volt, very small value here, right? So now, if we rearrange this equation, so everything is given here. This is the work function is given here. The kinetic energy we get from XPS detector, and this is known energy. So we can easily calculate the binding energy for these core electrons. And these binding energies are very important because these bonding energies are just like the fingerprint. It means that when we get this binding energy, so we can clearly tell that what was the element basically, whether it was oxygen, whether it was carbon, whether it was titanium, whether it was cobalt, or whether it was lead. Because I know that for larger elements like the lead, cobalt, etc., the binding energy is higher. For lighter elements, the binding energy is smaller. So the peaks for these carbon oxygen will appear at lower here. But for the bigger atoms, like I explained, zinc, lead, etc., the peaks will appear at higher binding energy, because I know from this electronic configuration of the elements that the bigger atoms have a higher binding energy, while the smaller atom have smaller binding energy. Let me explain in real life example how binding energy can be calculated from XPS spectra. So we explain, this is the famous equation in XPS here. This is X-ray energy, and we know that we use two types of sources here, aluminum K alpha, and it is known energy here, while magnesium K alpha, it's also known energy here. So this energy is known here. So let's suppose in this case we use basically this known energy, aluminum source energy, right? And we know that this kinetic energy is the XPS detector give us this information. So let's suppose the photoelectrons kinetic energy is 1000 electron volt, and this is spectrometer work function, and I mentioned that it is equivalent to 4.6 electron volt. So when we do this calculation, so we get this value for binding energy. So now what we have to do, we will take this value and we will compare this with the binding energy tables. Binding energy table is available online, and it contains the binding energy for all elements except hydrogen and helium. So when we compare this binding energy with the binding energy table, so we will realize, we will determine that what elements this binding energy belongs. So this may be zinc here, this may be cobalt, this may be oxygen, whatever the element is in that binding energy table. So this is how we easily calculate the binding energy from XPS spectra.